Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for jumping on with me. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're having a great day. As folks are jumping on, good morning as folks are jumping on. Hey, good morning, Robert. What's up, man? Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning. Hey, from Indianapolis. All right, good morning, guys. We're going to talk about something important, time management, and how time management can lead you to succeed. Good morning, good morning. Hey, do me a favor, guys. Hit that little button right there and invite all your folks. Invite your folks, Twitter, Facebook, and all your followers on Periscope. Invite them to come on out for me, please. And we're going to take about 10 minutes to talk about something that might be the missing key and might be the missing ingredient to your success, time management. Man, that's important. I know it. Something that my dad used to say, if you can't manage time, it makes it hard to manage money. If you can't manage time, it makes it very difficult to manage money. Good time management, it brings increase. And come on, we all want to be increasing, right? Everybody trying to increase. We all trying to come up. Time management makes you better. Yes, it does, absolutely. So, as you invite your friends, as folks log on, hope you guys are having a great day. Looking forward to a great weekend. And as we get into our scope, I want to let you know that it is not a coincidence that you logged on today. You know, Stephen Covey says this. He says that successful people form a habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. Stephen Covey is the author of a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And it's really good. And, you know, something that, and even as I was kind of just thinking about today's scope and you know, I was kind of going through, and I like to write down just a couple notes and points of emphasis that I like to make me, keep me on track here. You know, what I found and what I knew already was that many successful people and many wealthy people are very early risers. And they're early risers because of one thing. It helps them to become more productive. You know, my wife will ask me sometimes, she asks me all the time, you know, how was your day today? And if the day warrants it, I will say productive. And that's one of the ways that I like to describe my day, and I like to measure my day. Do I feel like I was productive with the time that I was being given? I was reading this morning, I was doing my daily Bible reading. I like to read Proverbs. I like to try to get at least one chapter of Proverbs read a day. And I was reading Proverbs chapter 6 today, and it was talking about the ant. And it was talking about how the ant, even though it has no ruler or overseer, what the ant does is it prepares things during the summer, gathers in harvest in the fall to prepare for the winter. And it's talking about those who are not preparing, who are not using their time wisely, who are lazy, will come to ruin. It actually talks about due to time wasting, poverty will come upon them like a robber. And I think that is so important because it tells us that time management is extremely important to God. Get this, time is one of the only assets in this earth that you cannot get back. And once that moment is gone, once it's lost, it's gone forever. It's never coming back. No matter how much money you have, you can't buy that moment back. It's gone for history. And so what I am encouraging you to do today is use your time in the most productive way. How many of y'all remember day planners? My mom used to have a day planner, and let me know if you remember day planners. That's old school, before we had the smartphones. And she always kept the day planner. Even to this day, she actually still will pull it out sometimes. And the day planner had all of her things, all of her tasks for the day, the way that she's going to use her time, and so what happens is she would plan her day, you know, according to what she needed to get done. And so as she used it, it would help her be more productive in her day. And I remember I used to ask her, Mom, can we do this? Can we do that? Can you take me here? And she would pull out the day planner. And she would say, well, hey, what's up? She would say, let me see what I got going on today. And she would try to see if, you know, her schedule would permit it. And I really believe that, you know, as my parents taught me, Hey from Russia. My parents taught me that time management is important. And, we've all heard the term time is money, right? And we don't want to waste any of it. And so the way you structure your time is important for the way that you use your time. And I believe that time is such a valuable asset that we don't want to waste it. It says in the Bible in Ephesians chapter 15, that it says, be careful how you live. Don't be unwise, but be wise, making the best use of time. And so time is key to use as your asset. And let me tell you that if you don't know how to use your time wisely, the world has all of these other creative ideas set up to help you know how to waste time. And I think social media is a great tool. But I think if we don't structure our day carefully, we can lose many hours of productivity wasted in social media. And so I'm not speaking against social media. I'm on it, but I also try to be careful and cautious. Is this productive for me right now? And so, even when I mentor people and talk with youth and I'm encouraging people, I'm doing it very much on purpose. And sometimes I'll let them know, like, look, I didn't take out this 45 minutes for us to just sit back and hang out and kick it. I decided that the value that I've put on this time here is more important than the other thing that I could be doing. And I believe that investing in people's lives is one of the most valuable ways that I can spend my time. And so what I do is I don't just hang out, to hang out. I don't just, the young guys who ask me to mentor them, I don't just put some time aside just to kick it. But I am deliberately making sure that the value on my time is placed high, and I let them know, hey, I have a high value on my time and I have a value on yours, and so let's use this time productively. And so I really believe that you have to plan to use your day and your time wisely. Brain power is usually the highest in the morning, and you can think the clearest. You have the most mental energy, and sometimes I'm watching watching my kids and then watching my youngest son Joshua, and some things and some tasks that are hard for him to do mentally when it's time for bed, he's real tired, are much easier to do once he wakes up and is ready for the day. And whatever that task is that took mental energy, it's much easier to do. And so you have to plan your time wisely. Researchers and time management experts say that for every 1 hour you plan, you actually save 4 hours. For every 1 hour that you plan, you save 4 hours. That means that when you plan your time well, it helps you be more productive automatically. And there's something that wealthy and successful people ask. They ask this: what else could I do with that hour? Isn't that a good question to ask? Come on, because we all want to increase. I think we all have aspirations to build wealth and to be successful in whatever we're doing. But wealthy and successful people always ask, what else could I have done with that hour? Is this the most productive use of my time? There actually used to be a time when after I was married and we had a family, there used to be a time when I did a lot of our own maintenance on our lawn and garden and that kind of thing, landscape maintenance. But let me tell you, as time went on, my time became more valuable to the point where now I actually, hire out a company to do the weekly maintenance on our lawn. And every now and then, I'll do some landscaping things, I'll, trim some things, gather some things, whatever that is. But I've hired out a company. I'm not trying to be all uppity or sedity or, it's not about that. I actually crossed the bridge one summer. I crossed the bridge and finding that my time was more valuable than what I could pay someone else to do and I wouldn't have to do. And so what would happen was the 2 or 3 hours that it would require for me to do that landscape maintenance and that lawn maintenance, those hours became more valuable to me than the money that I would pay to have somebody else do it. And that's how wealthy and successful people think. What is the best management of my time to get the most productive and the best goal? And so as you have your goals, you need to know, how do I reach my goals? It's going to take some time. And so another stat that I'm going to hit you with, and then I'm going to hit you with the to-do, okay? Another stat that I saw, according to Thomas Curley, who is the author of Rich Habits, The Daily Success of people and the habits of wealthy individuals. The book is called Rich Habits, The Daily Success Habits of Wealthy Individuals. It says that 67% of rich people only watch TV 1 hour or less a day. That's crazy, huh? 67% of rich people only watch TV for 1 hour or less a day. And it says that he also found that only 6% of wealthy people watch reality television shows. Isn't that interesting? Now, I'm not coming down on reality television shows, and I'm not coming down on you if you watch reality television shows. But what happens is they found that 6% of wealthy people watch reality television, and 78% of what they call poor people or people in poverty watch reality television shows. Isn't that really interesting? You know why? Because people who are successful and wealthy, they place a high value on reading, not necessarily so much of being entertained. And reading helps up productivity. It helps up knowledge. It helps up wisdom. Helps up your ability to use your skills, your gifts. But, entertainment is just there to entertain you. And there's a place for that. I understand. I like to watch, sports games and have a couple shows that I like to follow. But I myself personally don't get into reality television. I don't really follow any reality television shows. And so... Yeah, so 86% of the wealthy people love to read. Isn't that good? 86% of wealthy people love to read. And so I think there's something to say about using your time wisely and investing. And so they don't watch others living their dreams. They act to live their dreams. That's right. That's good. And so here's my to-do for you. If you need to be more productive and everything's not, that's really funny. So we're going to run that block party. And so if you need to be more productive, I have something for you to do. Do a time log. A time log is real simple. That means for every hour of the day, you're going to record in some kind of book or maybe in your notes in your smartphone. You're going to record what you're doing with that hour. And so after every hour, you want to record, hey, what am I doing? Hey, how you doing? What am I doing? Where have I been? Did I read something? Did I watch something? Was I having a conversation? Was I talking to my best friend? Was I spending time with the kids? Was I at work? Was I doing emails? Even if you're at work, record what you did that last hour, and it'll help you be more productive. What's crazy? They found that women who recorded, and I'm talking about eating now, women who recorded and kept a log of what they were eating every day lost on average 6 pounds a year. Not by dieting. They didn't change really anything in their diet. They didn't go on any special kind of diet. They just started recording what they were eating. And because they started recording what they were eating, it made them more conscious of what they were putting in their bodies. And because of that consciousness came, then they started limiting certain things or started making adjustments to their diet. And I believe the same thing can happen with your time management and productivity. As you start recording and writing down or logging what you're spending your time on, it will start to help you realize where a lot of your time is going, where time is wasted, where you could be more productive with your time in your day, and then you'll start making your own adjustments according to your goals. And so there's 168 hours in the week. You want to make sure to live out each one of them to the fullest. You want to make sure to be as productive as possible with each one of those hours, and you can do it. And I believe that as you set your goals to be successful, as you set your goals to do these things or accomplish these things, every one of your goals is accomplishable. You can accomplish every one of your goals, and we believe that with God, all things are possible. And so God is going to help you accomplish those goals. However, He gives you wisdom on what to do. And so as you get that wisdom, you can make sure to start that log and really take an inventory of where your time is going. They say, accountants say, and personal financial advisors say, if you really want to know what you value, start to look in your bank account, look at your checkbook, look at your spending habits, because you'll spend according to what's most important to you. Hey, from Cleveland. Hey, how you doing? You'll spend according to what's the most important to you. And time is the same way. Time is an asset, just like money. And you're going to spend time on what you feel like is most valuable and most important. So if you want to spend more time with the kids, keep a log and then make the goal in that log, I need to spend more time with my kids. If you really want to read, you say, man, I just want to read some books, I never have any time. Start keeping a log and see where your time is going. Is your time going to social media? Is your time talking on the phone? Is your time doing this thing? Is your time, spent outside at this function or this organization? You'll see, man, a lot more of my time was spent in this area than I thought I was. A lot more of my time is being spent over here doing this than I thought it was being spent. And so as you do that time log, you'll understand where your time is going. It'll help you be more productive. And like I said before, time research or time management and time organization experts say that for every hour that you plan, for every 1 hour that you plan, you save 4 hours. So it's important that you plan your day. If you don't plan your day, sometimes you will feel like you have failed in your day. And we don't want that. So make sure to plan your time carefully. Make sure to plan your week carefully, because if you can't manage time, it makes it hard to manage money. And good time management will usually lead to increase. So time management, it makes you better. I appreciate you guys logging on. I'm glad you're going to start the log. Cheers. Appreciate you guys logging on. Thank you so much for all the love. And lastly, share this with somebody else. Take a moment to share this with somebody else, because somebody else might need to be more productive. They might need some help, though. Come on. Just like this might have helped you, they might need that same level of help. Just encouragement. Even as I was just going through this last night and thinking, gathering my thoughts, I was like, man, I could be more productive with my time. And even doing this Periscope, I want to let you know, is very much on purpose. I don't do this on accident. I don't do this to waste time. This is very much planned, as God has actually put this in my heart. He's given me 53 points of how to become a better you, how to help encourage other people on how to be successful according to how God has designed us. And as we continue to become better, we'll find better success, we'll find opportunities, and when we get to those opportunities, we'll be well equipped to be able to take advantage of every opportunity. And so this right here, this investment of time, is very much purposed, it's very much planned, and it is part of my productivity, because part of my goal and part of my mission is to encourage other people just like you. And so thank you so much for logging on. I appreciate all the love. Share it with somebody else. Have a great and very productive day. You are very welcome. It is a pleasure and honor to serve. So thank you guys. Enjoy the weekend. Remember,